Hey guys, Adrian Morrison here, and in this video I want to talk to you about using comment engagement to help build your brand and of course increase your sales. So this is really important. It's something that's kind of tedious, so I have virtual assistants do it for me, but it really helps me grow my business and manage my reputation online. So let's talk a little bit about comment engagement. Now, this is going into your ads on Facebook and into the comments section and responding to specific comments that people may leave. Because as you know, on a social network, people can like, share, and comment. So it's important to keep an eye on the comments in your bigger ads. That way, if somebody's confused or upset, you can go in and do some damage control and make sure that they're taken care of. So this is going to add a ton of social credibility to your company and to your brand. And it's also a great way to build trust with your customers. When they see you actually go in and respond to them, boom, all of a sudden, there's like a switch that flips in their mind. And if they were debating whether or not they should trust purchasing from you, just seeing that contact, just seeing you respond gets them excited and oftentimes will push them over the edge and get them to make that purchase. This can also increase the longevity of your advertising campaign. The more you respond to comments below your ad image, the longer your campaign seems to be able to run. And that's because you're able to do damage control, because you are going to have negative people that comment on your ads and say, this is stupid, this sucks, this is ugly, yada, yada, yada. And you just want to get rid of any negative energy on your ads and just try to keep it all positive. So if you go in and you manage that and you delete, or not delete, but hide those negative comments, people only see the good stuff, which means, everything is good, it's happy, and you're getting sales. All right. Also, you can take customers that are on the fence and you can convert them into sales. This makes us extra money every single day. And I'm talking about customers that are confused. So oftentimes they're confused on where to click to purchase the item. I know that sounds crazy, but I promise you will have customers say, how do I get this? Where do I get this? So we go in and we respond to them with a link and say, hey, you can get it right here. Just click this link. All right. So not everybody in the world is extremely savvy on social media. Negative prospects. So you can engage negative prospects that have just something bad to say for no particular reason. And you can respond to them and do one of two things. One, you can convert them into a happy customer, or two, you can just respond to them and say, sorry you feel that way, or just simply click the little X next to their comment, which it won't delete it, it will hide it. So nobody else can see it but that person and you. So you're not deleting it, you're just hiding it. So everybody else reading the post cannot view that conversation or that comment. So that way you get rid of all of the negativity on your ad, if there is any. And like I said, customers that are on the fence, they might ask, how much is shipping? Or what was the discount? How much is this? Are you guys real? Is this real? And if you have virtual assistants respond to them, they'll usually go ahead and make their purchase. So here's what I do. To start out, I hired one virtual assistant to oversee all of my social media, okay? So I hired one virtual assistant to do it because I don't have time to do it. I want to focus on building more ads. And what they would do is their most important task is to go in, look at my ads each day, and find any comments from people that say, I want this, how do I get this, I need this, I love this, and respond to their comment by saying, oh, you can get it here, check it out at this link, and just copy and paste the link to my Shopify store. And people go, okay, they click on the link and they buy. For whatever reason, they don't see above the main post where the link is to buy. It's the weirdest thing. Make sure that your responses are unique. So don't copy and paste the exact same comment to everybody that says, I want this, I need this, how do I get this? Because that starts to look like spam. It starts looking automated. It starts looking like a robot. And you want the perception that you have real people managing your business and running your company. And you want it to feel personable. And that's what gets people to like you and convert. All right, so I tell my virtual assistants, just every time you respond to a comment, say something different. Say the same thing a different way. And I assign virtual assistants as a moderator on my business manager to my fan pages. So you can give virtual assistants limited access to your fan pages where they don't have access to your profile or your ads account. All they can do is become an employee of your fan page so they can look at the messages and the comments and respond to those. So these are all very important things for running a business on Facebook ads. They will make your brand look more credible. They'll establish trust with customers. They'll increase your sales. It'll increase the longevity of your ads because any negative trolls and haters that are saying stuff in the comments, you can hide them. And people that are confused, you can lead them in the right direction. And when I started doing this with my business, I noticed an increase in conversions and an increase in sales. Now, let's jump over to a Facebook post, and I want to show you an example of when one of my virtual assistants responded to a customer that led to a sale, and just show you an example of how you add somebody as an employee to one of your fan pages. Okay, so here we are in Facebook, and I have an older ad pulled up. I just kind of went through my pages and found one with a decent example. And right now you can see on the right hand side where the comment section is. And you can see up here where Lynn says, why isn't the order form working? For whatever reason, she was having issues with the order form. I don't know what it was, but my virtual assistant came in and said, please clear your browser's cache and turn off your computer before trying again. All right, so you can see the like button here. The potential customer liked that comment, right? And went in, led to the sale. They didn't respond again saying it still wasn't working. So that pretty much means they went through, tried it, and it worked that second time. Then below that, you can see where Justin here tagged a friend and says, we so definitely have to get these. And my virtual assistant responded again. And remember, they're responding as the fan page, okay? So it doesn't say their name. This is the name of my fan page. When you're on a fan page, you're not responding as your personal profile. You're acting as the fan page. And my virtual assistant said, you can order, this is an older comment. It's from early 2015 actually. Says, so you can still order here. And they copy and pasted the link to the store, and you can see, even though they made a really bad typo, which, by the way, you want to make sure that your virtual assistants have good English. I've gone through a couple, and you can see down here where that customer, Justin, liked the comment. So all it's doing is re-engaging them, putting the link to buy directly in front of their face again. So it increases our chances of getting the customer. And anything that you find in the comments that's negative, if you just hover over their comment, you'll see a little X come up, and you can hit this X right here. And now it says, this is only visible to the person who wrote it and their friends. So this way, when people see this ad again, they're not going to be like, oh, that's weird, the form's not working, that's sketchy. Stuff like that can scare people away. So we just go in, we engage our customers, we respond to them with links where they can make their purchase, and it increases our sales. This is actually, I should have double checked it, a bad example because the virtual assistant I had working on this at the time just was terrible at structuring sentences. But remember, I haven't been doing e-commerce for years. I've had a lot of success very, very quickly. So I've run through a couple of VAs and I've learned a lot. And that's why we have a whole section on how to properly build a team. So when you're going through and you're hiring virtual assistants, hopefully you bypass, some bumps and bruises that I had to go through. Now, let's go into our business manager, and I want to show you how you can assign somebody as a employee of one of your fan pages so they can respond to the comments and manage your social media. All right, so right now we are in the Facebook Business Manager. You will be learning a lot more about this later on in the training. But for now, I just quickly want to show you how you add a virtual assistant or an employee to your Facebook Business Manager account. So once again, don't worry if you don't know what this is yet. We will get to it very, very shortly. So this is basically your hub where you operate your Facebook business, your advertising and your fan pages and all that good stuff. So you'll get here by going to business.facebook.com and you'll see that later. Once you get in here, you just come up here and you click on business settings, okay? So click on business settings, and once you do that, it's going to take you to this page right here. All right, so when you get to business settings, on the left-hand side over here in this menu, there should be a section that says users. Now, sometimes Facebook updates this. They actually do it quite often, so they might move this stuff around a little bit, but you'll click on users and it'll drop down this little sub-menu and it'll have people and partners. And then in this next column, it'll list all of the people that are in your business manager. In other words, you control their access, they work for you, and you can manage their permissions. And I'm going to show you that here in just a second. You can click on each person and it'll pull up this other section with pages, ad accounts, so on and so forth. And you can make sure that they only see the fan pages or only see the ad accounts that you want them to see. In this case, we're only going to give them access to fan pages so they can manage our comments, and here they can go in and increase our sales, right? And once again, our brand and our trust, and interact with people. It's very important, all right? So what you're going to do now, once you hit this page, is up here at the tip top right here, there's a blue button that says Add. Go ahead and click that button. All right, now once you click that button, it's going to bring up the screen right here. It's a little pop-up box, and it's going to ask you what the person's email address is. So remember, you're not giving them access to your Facebook profile. This is separate. This is Business Manager, so it's safe, right? And once again, you manage the permissions. You see there's employees and there's admins. So you'll put in their email address, okay? So let's just put in a fake email right here. And then you'll hit what permissions you want to give them, admin or employee. So we're going to give employee access only, okay? So never give admin access to anybody, okay? Employee only. Let's hit add people. Now, the next step is going to be to assign the fan pages you want to give them access to. So it'll pull up a list of all of your fan pages right here, or you can just type in up here in the search bar to find one specifically. You can give them access to all of them or specific ones. Now, right here, something important. See where it says default role? They have page advertiser, editor, moderator, analyst. If you're just giving them access and their only job is to respond to comments, you don't need to make them an advertiser. You don't need to make them an editor. You need to make them a moderator, okay? Because a moderator is someone whom can only go in and moderate comments and respond on your fan page, okay? So very important. And if you want to learn more about the different roles, just click on Learn About Roles. And Facebook's really great about giving you access, access to information. It's very detailed about these. But for this, you're going to want to do moderator, okay? And then once that is done and you select the page to give them access to, you're going to go ahead and hit the next button. Now, once you've done that, you just hit go or save or next, whatever it says, and it will tell you, boom, nice work. You've invited one person to join your business at an employee level, and it tells you what you gave them access to. Now, anytime you can delete them, you can give them higher levels of access, so on and so forth. All you have to do is go back to business settings, users, and you can manage that user. So go ahead, get yourself some virtual assistants, Add them to your business manager as employees that have moderator access, and allow them to help you build your brand while you're sleeping, and of course, picking up sales that other people are leaving on the table. That's it for this video. There will also be more training on the business manager later on in this course. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one.